Should I fear my doubts? Okay, so listen. The answer is obviously fundamentally no, but here's why, okay? So doubts and beliefs are two types of the same thing. Are you with me? Okay? A belief is this can happen. A doubt is probably won't or will not happen. Okay? But there's two different stories. And so you can't tell one, right, with loads of the other. I can get $1 million, okay? But there's this other thing going on. Or, but the economy. Or, but my parents. Or, right, there's a lot of buts. Yes, those kind of buts. But, okay, get it? So, anyhow, that is fundamentally what is going on with you fearing and giving energy and power to your doubt. Your doubts don't deserve you. You don't deserve your doubts, okay? So why are so many people fearing their doubts? All right? Because the problem is that the doubts, we've aligned doubts with fear, but then fear with threat. Okay, that's what your evolutionary brain does. That's what the ego is all about. It's designed to self-protect. So anytime it says, I'm on this path, everything's going great, boom, 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 something else happens, right? Oh, that's not going to happen now, right? So what you've done is you've essentially started down, like imagine this is a physical path, right? And you're starting down the physical path, okay? And you're on your way, yada, yada, yada. Birds are flying, Snow White singing in the background. Whatever it is, things are going great. And then somebody says something, you hear something on the news, you read a newspaper article, whatever it is, and then doubt comes in, okay? Now, here's the powerful tool I'm going to give you, okay? And this is the power of reframing. I've talked about this many times on my channel, but we're going to make it practical and even more practical. We're going to drill down and why it works on the brain the way it does and so on, okay? So, your brain's a storyteller, okay? It loves telling stories, all right? But what it doesn't do well is it doesn't know how to control its own reactions. And where are your reactions born out of? Your past, okay? So anytime you're, trucking along and you're doing your thing and then doubt comes in, doubt is only the old story. Doubt's telling you something that you experienced 20 years ago and it might happen now, okay? Are you with me? So that's a danger. Well, and yes, I'm saying fear is a danger, right? It's a danger to have fear, okay? Because it's creating dangers that don't exist. And it's creating what-if scenarios that don't help you at all, okay? And what that means is you're consenting to it. Every time you're like, oh, boom, there's a doubt. So then you've consented to it. Notice when Neville's breaking down his whole system, he uses the phrase consenting to. Consenting to means you, not me, not your mom, not the news, not the article you just read, you are giving permission to doubt, okay? And so you're saying, please come in and screw up the path, right? Now, we fundamentally know we don't want that. We don't sit there and plan doubts out for our beliefs, right? Okay, so what's going on? Well, again, keep in mind, doubts are always predicated on self-protection. What that means is that's all it's designed to do. Okay? Doubts are forms of fear, okay, dressed up as reason, which means it's going to make sense. Yeah, but it's because this authority said on TV that it's harder now to get a house, even though I want to get a house. Or because I had a past experience with my significant other, it's going to happen again, okay? So then all doubts want to do is have you repeat the past, okay? That's all it is. But every time you fear it, you're saying, sure, let's go and hang out and repeat the past, okay? You obviously don't want to do that, but what's happened is you have created enough dopamine register, which means you have created enough backlog of dopamine in that particular experience that says, I enjoy that. Even though you don't, you've repeated enough, your brain thinks you do. So how do you get out of it? Reframing, okay? So, reframing, yes, is an ultimate superpower. Reframing is, yes, giving it a different meaning, but it's also sometimes throwing it out altogether. But also reframing is a form of love. And so what do you do with your doubts? You fall in love with the fact that they represent a desire. So if you, for example, fear rejection, right? And the doubt comes in about your significant other not coming back or somebody new not coming your way or whatever it is. What it's saying is, hey, knock, knock, knock. I'm trying to make you aware of there's this limiting belief that you have, right? And so Neville, when Neville got fired, for example, from JCPenney, he actually flipped it on its head and says, actually, that's great. Okay, no worries. So, right, because you look at it from, hey, this is an opportunity. This is how you reframe a doubt. This is an opportunity to get better as a human, as a God, as a divine being, learning how to be human, remembering that they're God. I know it's a circular thing, but are you with me? So reframing is looking at doubt as an opportunity to heal from something rather than a threat. Okay. And the more that you practice it, yes, it takes practice. Okay. The more that you practice this idea of reframing and looking at doubt not as an enemy, but as an arrow pointing towards your next level up, right? Then you actually start taking your power back, because then doubt doesn't have as much control. So do not fear doubt. Reframe it.